I feel like I'm not the only one that thinks this, that work and working, the idea of just working is just kind of depressing almost. It's kind of sad, right? The whole concept of we have to be gone for so many hours out of the day. And for everyone, it's different. Some of us work 5 hours, some of us work 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. Dude, I knew a guy that worked 16 hours and, bro, his eyeballs are about to fall off. Kind of look like those like toys where they're like glasses and the eyes are like dangling off. That's how the dude looked like. But yeah, does anyone else feel like you're just kind of dreading going to work? I'm pretty sure you could probably relate. And I can think of many people around me that just look so exhausted. They just feel exhausted. And also, we're living in strange times, right? Where there's just so much going on around the world. Prices are high, at least out in America, and just social media, just getting glued to your phone, communication, connection with other humans, genuine connection it's all changing. The world is all changing, and I think a lot of people, when it comes to work, it's like they want to tune out work, and I'll see it, right? I've seen it when I go out to places, or even at my job. I can just see in a lot of people that no one really wants to work. The biggest reason why we work is for money, and that's something that I think about, and that's what helps me. Now, all of us do different work. I actually work mostly inside, so that's definitely a plus, especially living in a desert. Thankfully, I'm spoiled with the AC, I would say. But yeah, dude, I just feel like work is work. It's like school. Like, it's not really fun. It's not supposed to be fun, I guess. For some reason, the creators of work and school decided, it's got to be kind of mundane. You got to take things serious. Sometimes you can't even make a small mistake, depending on your management or who's above you, right? And I feel like getting older, it's a little scary, because for me personally, I work at a job that's professional, so I can't really slack off with a few specific aspects of my job. I mean, even if you work like at retail, all it takes is like one bad manager that just screws up your day, screws up going to work. I've been there. I remember being targeted by this one dude in one of my old jobs. Like, he was always waiting for me to mess up something. I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself here, but it would be nice to just not really do anything in life. But that's also not true, because let's say we were just retired, right? We don't got nothing to do. We got all the money in the world, right? It'd be nice to read a book without thinking, oh, I go to work in 27 hours and 32 minutes. Maybe that's just me too, right? I kind of like keep track of the time. I'm like, oh, it's this many days till going back to work. It's this many hours. Maybe it's like a work anxiety thing that I've just kind of had for a couple years. And also for me as a person, I feel like I'm just not, I've always slacked off a lot when I was younger and just going to school. I mean, I really did not try my best. I didn't try so hard in life up until 2025, when I really started taking myself serious and life serious. Because if you can't take life serious, if you don't put your foot down and take in everything and learn as much as you can, then you're going to be left behind. That only equals to a bad life for the most part, unless you're blessed with like a financial safety net. But in life, you gotta work hard, and even when you work hard, it might not pay off the hardest. Thankfully, for my case, I feel like my hard work does pay off. I'm able to provide, I'm able to save, and I will say that I think with working, the best thing you can do is save your money, even just a little bit. Saving is easier for some more than others. Also, if you're just really not content with your job, with what you're doing, or even with your life, well, maybe just save up money and take a trip or do something with your life. I honestly think that even just going somewhere for the weekend or longer, a week or 4 months, like I did when I moved to Washington, I mean, it totally changed my life, and I think it can change your life. Changing your environment, changing your routine, even if it's just like a temporary part of your life. I mean, that's also another thing you have to think about. Work is temporary, but so is everything else. Even relaxing is temporary. Wherever you're working now, you're not going to be there forever. Wherever you're going to school, I mean, one day you'll graduate. If you're enlisted, you're not going to be there forever. I guess some advice, even for myself, and these are things I practice that make going to work a little easier, is to just think of, I guess, the money. It sounds a little greedy, but I mean, let's be real. We all work for money because we need money. Doesn't matter how old we are. Like, money is power. Money is freedom. Having a flexible job, having, I guess, like consecutive days off really does help. So if that's possible, I'd give it a shot. Having just a work-life balance is very important. Work at a job that can kind of inspire you and teach you a lot of things. And I would say every job does teach you at least a few things, honestly. Building yourself up in life, moving up, and it doesn't have to be the same job where you're moving up, but just moving up in life, rising up in the ranks, and seeing what you're capable of. I think another thing that definitely helps me is when it comes to working is like, who are you doing it for? You're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it for others. Even if you're working somewhere with food, you're feeding people, whether you're giving the food or making the food or cleaning the food and the plates. You're still feeding people, and you're also feeding yourself with the money you're making. Maybe it is me, but it can't be just me. Like, sometimes work is like just unbearable, but sometimes it's not so bad. Maybe you can look back and be like, hey, maybe things aren't so bad. And then you kind of loop around again and loop around again with your feelings about work. But I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just part of being human and being an adult. And I think that's like the coolest thing about growing up, is we may come to realize what we want more in life than what we don't want. And that's by going through experiences. And also, yeah, like I said, take time for yourself and really just do what you love. Just go into it with an open mind, and even maybe take some of your hobbies seriously. If you have some dreams or aspirations you want to just dive into, just go for it. I mean, honestly, when I started posting on YouTube, I didn't really expect much. I didn't even know what I was doing. Even now, I'm still not even sure what I'm doing. For the past year and a half, I've just realized, like, wow, I think it's pretty cool that the times we live in, there's so much that a lot of us can do, just with our phones and technology and stuff, and also our brain, our creativity. Human creativity is how we've made it this far in humanity. So yeah, if you want to post a video, post a song, start cooking and baking professionally, just go for it. And also, I think one thing that definitely helps is making connections in life in general, in the physical world and the digital world. I think that's kind of my goal in life, is to have fun with work, and maybe creating and maybe finally having a dream job. And I still don't even know what a dream job is. Definitely varies for everyone, but maybe we'll get there, my friend. Who knows? Life is mysterious. Stay strong. Think about yourself. Definitely take care of yourself. That's what I mean. Like, going out for a day or two, having a day for yourself or with the people you love, and looking around you, seeing what you have. That's what truly matters. What you have. Who's around you. Who you are. And what you will do with your day and night. And so on and so forth. We all have a long road ahead of us. I truly believe that. Let's keep walking down the road. Let's see what else life has to offer. Do you want to stay in the same lane, or change your lane and turn into a different life? The route I recommend is to live a life with content. It takes time, it takes effort, and it's hard work too. I believe it'll be worth it. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching, and if you stuck around, you're awesome. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And yeah, best of luck on your present and future endeavors. And I'll see you next time.